Hi, I'm Christina Bergston with the Animal Law Firm, and this is Maggie. She is also with the Animal Law Firm, and we are hanging out on the roof deck today because it is a lovely day, and I wanted to spend some time talking to you about how animal rights is a feminist issue. So, I don't know if any of you have seen the memes going around saying that consuming dairy and consuming dairy products and also meat is enslavement of women's bodies, and I tend to agree. So that's one consideration for why animal rights are a feminist issue. And then, obviously, of course, I think emotional support animals and service animals, to a lesser extent, are a feminist issue because it's unlikely that a man is going to litigate a case where he's claiming rights to an emotional support animal or needing to have an emotional support animal. It's almost always women who litigate this, and I think part of that is because of some of the discourse around how men don't have an emotional outlet, or they don't have emotional support, or they can't be seen as weak or emotional or whatever, which obviously I disagree with. I think men should have emotional support, whether that's in the form of a human licensed professional or in the form of a support group of their peers, or obviously an emotional support animal. But I tend to find that it is a women's rights issue, because women are more likely to come forward and say, I need this emotional support animal, and it is more likely that a woman is going to be treated as just being hysterical rather than having an actual medical diagnosis that requires the use of an emotional support animal. I thought I was going to sneeze. Okay. So in New Jersey, there's a case that just came out from the New Jersey Supreme Court on March 13th that analyzed emotional support animals and the proof required, and the kind of the process for getting an emotional support animal approved by a landlord or a housing provider. And essentially, everybody along the way got it wrong except for the New Jersey Supreme Court, which I'm just like, let me just tell you how proud I am that the New Jersey Supreme Court did not codify, well, they wouldn't codify, but they didn't make it law all the wrongness that the trial court and the appellate court got, because they were basically trying to say, sorry, I'm trying to move into better lighting, but I don't know, all lighting is good lighting, right? Yeah, but the New Jersey Supreme Court basically got it correct when they said that you don't, like, you're diagnosed with a disability. You don't have to have somebody come out and say, like, this person has a disability. I mean, I'm not really sure, like, what happened along the way of the case that the trial court was like, you weren't diagnosed with a disability. The lady that was front and center of this dispute, like, clearly had at least one, if not more, disabilities, just based on the limited recitation to testimony that was in the opinions that came along this case. But the most important thing is that the New Jersey Supreme Court highlighted that sorry, I'm using my hands to do this and it's hard. My arm got tired. I have little short Tyrannosaurus arms, so they can be easy. Yeah, it basically was like, the whole point of having an emotional support animal is to make life easier for the person with a disability. And the housing provider needs to suck it up and shut up when it comes to, well, this is a pet-free place, and what about the other people who bargain to have a pet-free place, like their rights? Their rights don't matter. That's just life, you know? You can't always get what you want. And when somebody has a disability and they need an accommodation so they can live the life that is equal to the person who made the bargain, blah, 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 yeah, their rights come first, and they should. That is the purpose of the Americans with Disabilities Act. That is the purpose of the federal, the Fair Housing Act. That is the purpose of the New Jersey law against discrimination. That is the purpose of the Colorado anti-discrimination law. Pennsylvania, naturally, does not have anything that its own like corollary to the Americans with Disabilities Act, because Pennsylvania is the worst state ever, just in general, but also when it comes to animals. So, yeah, but I mean, I'm sure there are other states that have their own corollary. So basically what I'm saying is, like, this is a feminist issue because it's women who are the ones that are changing the law, who are leading the charge when it comes to emotional support animals and like creating law that helps other people who have disabilities. And so I just want to shout out to all my women who are, you know, who have disabilities, who have medical conditions that prevent them from living a life similar to other people who don't have medical conditions. Like, shout out to you for your courage, your strength, and for paving the way for other people. Like, because you're fighting for yourself, you're fighting for your own underdog. Like, we're here for you, and we're here to help change the law that is more animal focused, but also is focused on the rights of people who are often left behind, and cast aside. And historically, that has been people with disabilities, and it's also been women. And I just think that, you know, it's Women's History Month or whatever. Yeah, like we get a frickin' parade. And I just think it's important to point this out and to say this and to say, like, keep fighting for the underdog. Know that you're not alone. Know that you have people who are out there ready and willing to advocate for you and to advocate passionately for you. You're not hysterical. You are valid. Your opinions are valid. Your life is valid. You have meaning. You are important. You're important to me. You're important to those around you. And yeah, thank you for your sacrifice, and thank you for everything you do to fight for yourself. And we're here if you need you. We're here if you need us, is what I meant to say. But yeah, so I think that's it, underdogs. Take care and stay safe out there. Bye.